Spirit flowing in me.
Welcome back to Spirit of Life. My name is Geraldine Lee, your host, and our guest is Keisha Suarez. He works with YWAM. Welcome back. You're a missionary for YWAM, and you've been working in unity, not only with faith, but also with marriages. Yeah. Could you tell us more about your work in marriages, building unity and developing better relationships?
Yeah. It's something which has really come out of my own story and my own marriage, because we had a very rough start ourselves, and so many people helped us, to build a strong marriage through counseling, through retreats and programs, and we've really appreciated people's help along the way. And we know that there are many people who struggle in their marriages without any help, and so out of that has birthed, a desire to really support people in their marriages and build unity. And marriage is a basic element of both the church and of society. And really, as goes marriage, so goes the church, so goes society. So we feel it's a significant area to focus our efforts. Over the years, we've done various kinds of training to help support marriages, whether it's premarital preparation or supporting couples to enrich their marriage relationship after they've got married, or even helping couples in crisis with some level of counseling and support. Over the last few years, we've particularly trained in marriage coaching, which is different from marriage counseling, and really, to get some more skills to support couples in strengthening their marriages.
That's fantastic. What skill is an important thing for a successful marriage?
Well, there's several, but one of the most basic ones, which is fundamental to every marriage, is listening. Because in any relationships, communication is central to the relationship, and listening is a very, very key part of communication. Listening is something that we teach all couples and train couples in, so that they can grow in their marriage relationship.
How can you be a good listener? What are some steps you need to do to be a good listener?
Well, we talk about both the heart and the skill. So the heart, first of all, is really the heart of Jesus towards us, which is a heart of patience. You need patience for listening. You need compassion when the person is sharing, that you really feel for them. It's a heart of selflessness, because you make room for, even though I might be tired, or I might not feel like listening, I make room for the other person, because they need someone to listen to. So it's a heart of, first of all, that heart of compassion, of patience, of selflessness. And if that's in place, then we can also build the skill of listening. Both the heart and the skill are important. The skill of listening involves especially learning to shut off the conversation in your own mind, in your own head. For me, I know that was very important. How do I stop the self-talk? Because when your spouse, when my wife is talking, am I really focusing on what she's saying and her thoughts, her feelings, her desires? Or am I thinking about what I'm going to respond to what she's saying, or my objections to what she's saying, or my questions about what she's saying? I found for me that's a very, very important thing to discipline myself, to shut off the conversation in my mind, so that I can truly listen.
Yes, it is. It sounds like a discipline. It's like having the right attitude and also having the skill of shutting off your brain and being disciplined.
Yeah.
Quite a challenge that people don't think about.
It's something that you have to develop and be more intentional about, I find. So we teach people skills like, for example, reflective listening, which helps slow down the conversation. So when and this is especially useful for difficult conversations, or conversations where you tend to get into argument or conflict, or you feel like you're missing each other. You wouldn't use this in everyday conversation. But what it does, it really slows down the conversation so that you can really pay attention.
So it's like checking, like a bit like paraphrasing, saying what they have said in your own words.
Yeah. You can do it in different ways, but you basically, like a mirror, you're reflecting back to the other person.
Checking that you've got the right message.
Yes. And if the other person feels heard, then you move on to the next thing they want to say. And so we even teach people to break it up, the conversation, to smaller pieces. Because otherwise you miss some important things. You know, say if you phrase reflect back, make sure the person's heard, then let them share again. So you don't share what you think or what you feel about the topic till that person feels heard.
That's
so this is
important.
One very important
the feeling
skill.
Heard, isn't it? That is important.
Yeah, because you might think, okay, I heard you, but if the other person doesn't feel heard,
yes. So it's even checking that they feel heard.
Yeah, so finally that's the test. Did they feel heard? Then you really listened.
Yes.
So that's a skill we teach people, which can really help communication in a marriage.
Yeah, and you do workshops, and you do life coach, and you'll be speaking at a singles conference sometime this year, October 17, 18 this year. That's fantastic. And with the life coach, can people come to you and like learn these skills?
Yeah, well, the marriage, I do both life coaching for individuals, and then my wife and I do marriage coaching together. So if it's marriage coaching, my wife and I would do it together, and we do it for an individual couple. We do it face to face, but we also do it over Skype if they're further away and they can't come to us.
Wow.
That's also possible to do it over Skype. We do also workshops for groups of couples.
Fantastic.
And
so it's a great service to society and to the Christian community, what you're offering, life coach, workshops, pray. And you've got a bit of a Facebook account too that people can contact you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I wish you all the best in your work, and God bless, and hope we can have you back soon sometime.
Thank you.
You've been watching Spirit of Life. We'll be back next week. Goodbye, and God bless you.